Hello everybody, my name is Minghui, but today I won't be talking about overpopulation. Well, our world in the past doesn't even have more than 5 billion persons. And that part is just like 1 billion person. But suddenly, in these years, the world have changed so much that there suddenly is about 8 or more, 8 or less billion people. And that is a really big number for the world, right? Well, you may be wondering, why does the world grow so quick? Like from 1 billion people to 8 billion? That's that's really hard to understand, right? Well, today let's talk about it in this video. You probably know that overpopulation is because a lot of people give birth, right? In the past, let me tell you about this map. But before I come a look into it, then I will probably be talking a little bit about others. Most developed countries have already made the transition, while other countries are doing it right now. A lot of people were born, but lots of them died, so the population hardly grew, right? And it starts to continue into the map, and later I'll tell you. And as the development level of the world rises, the number of people that have a higher education will increase about tenfold or more. And that is super great, right? And that means, and having a higher education means a better world in the future. So, yeah, now let's look at this map. I'll make it a little bit smaller so that you guys can see a little bit. Well, this is the map that I'm telling you, the demographic transition. Well, if you want to see that if your country have done this or not, then you can search on Google. Did the name of your country done the demographic transitions? And probably Miss Google would probably tell you some great information. Like in my country, Vietnam, we have done this demographic transition based on the 2009 reports. In 1989, Vietnam has already done the mortality transitions, or the average amount of people. That is the amount of people who died. And they've already improved it. And in the 1909, they are doing the transitions of the fertility or mourning. And I've searched on the website, and they say that right now we've already done this demographic transition. So it's kind of great to have a feeling that, oh, probably in my family there wouldn't be a lot of kids or a lot of my sister or brothers that pass out. Well, let's look at how this demographic transitions work and see if your country has done it or not. Well, in the past, the world borns a lot. Like usually it will be 5 to more kids. But in the past, in the first step in the demographic transition, it is still not really popular for health problems to be cared of. So a lot of people died too, so the population hardly grew. Or it would slow down. In the second step, people start to born more, but they start to die less. So it starts to improve. But in the third time, the amount of person being born is less, and the amount of person who's passing out is less too. And because of that part, we have had the fourth part, the part where each family just born from one kid to 2.5 kids. And that is really, really glad, right? But even if like that, then why does the world is still growing so fast? It is because in the past, some family or some countries haven't developed this at all. Or in some family, they doesn't believe in this and they want to have a lot of kids. Like in some country, there are some people that could maybe born from one time to 5 people, 5 kids, and that is a lot. And it's just really, really, really confusing because of this, right? But maybe if your place haven't done this developing demographic transition yet, then are you wondering why? Maybe because your country haven't done it at all, or maybe your country doesn't have the people who understand to do it. So spread these information wide and take care of the population. In some countries, they do it really, really flash. Like in Bangladesh, they just took it for 20 years. I remember so, and that is super quick. While workplace, it takes a lot of time to do this. But a lot of way that the people at my place transport this information is by the signs around, by telling with each other. The people in Vietnam are really talkative and a lot of other things too. But let's just say overpopulation is a really big problem. It could even maybe sometimes lead to having no food or drinks or no water at all. But one scientists in America have pointed out that it will take a long time for this to happen. So I hope it would be so. And thank you for listening. Goodbye. And please share with me if your country have already done the demographic transitions. And you could find this map on courses. Goodbye.